Redneck Computer Geek here, and today we're going to be talking about the drive belt that is on a 5-speed manual LA105 John Deere. Now, you can do this with the deck on. You have to go and disengage the deck pulley, but it's a big pain in the neck if the deck is there, so we have it off in order to demonstrate. As you can see, this machine will be over on my second channel, RCG Racing, because we're building it into an ice racer for this year. But before we can do that, we need to speed it up, so we're making a drive belt video for the how-to people. Alright, if we get in underneath here, what you're going to need to do first is you're going to need to press down on your brake and do your brake lever up here in order to lock it into place. Also, you're going to need an extension with a 15mm, and you're going to need a 3/4 impact socket also. Yes, I know that's not an impact socket. So the 3/4 for this right here, you have to take this off and push this up through and up above the frame, because the belt, as you can see here, actually goes around it. So the belt goes around this, so you can't do anything without getting that out of there. Also, the 15mm is for this and for this, which you need to undo in order to be able to get your belt off, because it has a belt keeper here that is wedged right up tight and a belt keeper here that is wedged right up tight on this double clutch pulley system that it has. And this right here, this double clutch pulley system, is the reason why we're building this into a racer, because this is the kind of clutch system you would design for a racer anyway. So since it's stock, that's what we're going to do. So in the back, it's got a belt holding cradle back here, which makes it nice and easy to just lift that belt right up and off and pull out. See, like that. Now up in here, underneath the engine, you're going to have this one, and you're going to have, focus, this one, in order to be able to get it out. Now you can fish it up and around and pull it down and around the engine pulley in order to be able to fish it back up through here and then down through. That works. Or you can just pull the engine pulley and drop it down, whichever one is easier for you in your circumstance. This belt is a 92-inch belt, and I'll make sure in the description down below on this video, there will be a link to one of these that I would recommend. I do recommend that you always run the full Kevlar belts, because the regular ones with this style of clutch tend to get stretched out really quick and just aren't worth your time. So run a full Kevlar belt if you have the extra money to do such. It's only about $10 to $15 more, and in the long run, worth it. Alright, so here's the nut that comes off of here, and this is always seized on here. So if you grab yourself just a regular pointed air hammer, and it doesn't have to be anything special, just a very chintzy one will work. There we go. And you want to be careful not to mess up the inside of this, because it is keyed on one side. There we go. So you pull that shaft up through, check your bushing right here that's replaceable to see how loose it is. And then we should be able to get the belt out. Well, after we take that and that off. So with that loosened up and that loosened up, the belt comes out on that side. We've got the steering shaft pushed all the way up in and sitting underneath where the battery goes. And so if we come up here, we can see where the belt is, and we just pull it down and around, push it back up, and at this point, pull it out the back side. There we go. And installation of your 92-inch belt is just the opposite of that. But this thing doesn't need a 92-inch belt. What it needs is a 10-inch front pulley so we can go take it ice racing.